Yes, Nic and Olandria, they did that. They're keeping their fans happy and they celebrated Soul Ties Day. They know what they're doing.
Ooh, yeah, I'm money. I look into my life and pop culture vibes. Welcome to Amani's Vibe. That's the space that I provide. Yeah, at Amani's Vibe. Love Island, USA, and writing stories my own way. That's my Amani's Vibe.
Well, hello and welcome to Amani's Vibe. And I'm the Amani from Amani's Vibe. Right now, I'm literally a bedside reporter, reporting to you, sharing Love Island USA tidbits from you, for you, literally from a hospital bed. But you know what? It's actually a great escape for me. I heard Olandria mention in one of her interviews in cons about, being able to keep things private. And early on in my think pieces, way before, I said that it was something that her and Nic were going to have to do. And I knew that they would learn how to navigate things along the way. Because one thing about them from the very beginning, they were probably two of the most open islanders post season that I've ever witnessed. And in season 6, where the popularity really escalated to like a fever pitch, Serena, Janae, and Leah, they went through this same type of thing with the crowds, and they were so open. I remember Serena was hugging everybody in New York when they came out of she was hugging everybody in New York when they came out of the Broadway show. I don't know why I thought that was so funny. I just didn't think Serena was going to be like that, and she really was. But I watched how her and Cordell, how they navigated online versus what the fans wanted from that time till now. And I watched Nic especially struggle with the negativity. Olandria did too. And she mentioned at the beginning, that they were the support for each other. And she was saying how, almost questioning, I guess, why people on the outside are so concerned about them. And she has huge fan groups, Ola Dolls, the Van Carthens, the Nic and Olandrians. I actually got to interview a Nic and Olandrian. I can't wait to share that with you, and hope to be doing more interviews and sharing things with my audience as I just build my channel. I've been a fan of Olandria from day one, not even knowing about the Nic and Olandria stuff at all. Because just like now, I'm watching season 8 and I stay off of all the commentary and the negativity online, because there's just way too much of it. And I like to keep things positive over here. I was actually going to work on a think piece, and then I didn't have to because they were together. And I think from that, this has nothing, I guess it does have to do with them, but I think being older and being somebody that was focused on my career when I was younger, you just felt on the outside that especially Olandria was so focused, and she's doing so many things, and they both are, that I worried about their relationship and hoped that they had time together. And you can see that they have been making time and finding the balance between staying private and then sharing things for their very eager fans. And so that is something that I am appreciative that they learned how to balance throughout. Nic is definitely such a card, and I definitely, as I said, from the time Olandria came across my screen, it's on my channel. You can go back and see my thoughts, and it's going to be the same thing this season. There'll be things I was wrong about watching the show and things I was right about, because I stay offline off of all the other extra stuff. But one thing about Olandria, I've said it from day one. I've said it to friends who are like, who is she? There is something very special about her. And I do think that her and Nic from the outside seem like an odd pairing. But because I've been following their journey from day one and looking at their lives from day one, it's kind of like you can see that though they're different, they're actually very similar. Nic, however, will clap back. Olandria won't. Nic has to hold himself back. He's quite funny. And I think as you get to see his personality, you can see why him and Olandria are together. But for me, the reason that I liked Nic and Olandria together stems from day one, when he took her to Greece, when he didn't have to. Nic has been a model since he was like 17, a professional model. He had a modeling gig in Greece. He did. After the show and all the negativity and the blatant racism that Olandria went through, he took her on his gig. She had never modeled before. And in that vlog they did just before, when everybody was in the bed and breakfast, and Olandria was saying she was from Bama, she didn't have those opportunities, and Nic was like, nope, she's gonna be a model, she's gonna be a model. From that time, he spoke that confidence, and you can see that's, for me, why I like Nic. Like, it was plain and simple. He didn't have to do that. And there was so much discourse about him using her. I'm like, you're not using somebody when you have a gig and you negotiate for them to get paid to come with you and they become part of your photo shoot. Please. He never had to do that. And he was always so smitten every time he was behind her, and he's still the same. It's funny because I have seen the negative discourse, but from day one, he'll always be like, and Olandria, my girlfriend, Olandria. First it was, my partner, Olandria. That has not changed from day one, and it's great, and I do like what they're building. Again, I'm on the outside looking in, and I hope for longevity, especially as they navigate this complicated world of fashion and DJing and Hollywood and music. And Nic is coming to Toronto again. Now, I just had surgery. I don't know how I'm going to be, but I definitely will see if I can try to get an interview when he's back here. But again, I don't know if I'll be mobile or what'll be going on with me, but I definitely will try. Not to my detriment though, but I definitely will try. But yeah, I'm so glad to see that they're spending time again. I didn't have to do my think piece at all, where I was worried about their careers versus their personal time, because you know what? They're young, but they're smart and they are figuring it out. And they both have their families supporting them, and that is also so important. So it's been really nice to see the evolution of the different couples that I follow that are still together. Some couples are liked, some couples aren't liked, some people I post are liked, some people aren't liked. That doesn't matter to me. I like what I like, I see different things in people. And I think that's important. And the same craziness is going on with season 8. But I like who I like. Anyways, I hope you enjoy this next clip of the two of them having a little quality time. And I feel like there's going to be even some more quality time as Nic heads to Houston. Unless, of course, Olandria is in another part of the world jet setting. And that's what's up.
All right, look at the difference, guys.
And you're telling me you're not gonna have boots in the dryer. You're telling me I'm gonna have.
No, you are. Look, like, what is this? What are you doing? Right before a flight is crazy.
Health as well.
Ooh, Amani's vibe. Welcome to Amani's vibe. That's the space that I provide. Ooh, no negativity.